One wrong transfer in Warsaw can waste a whole hour. Don't let it happen to you. This guide is here to stop that. Now the footage is just for illustration. The real value is the information. Use the chapters like a transport menu to jump straight to the airport, metro, tram, bus, or ride-hailing tips you actually need. All official links are waiting for you in the description. Let's get you moving. Chopin is the easy airport. It sits about 10 kilometers from central Warsaw, and for most first-time visitors, the fastest public option is the train. The station is directly under the terminal, and the key lines are S2, S3, and RL. They connect the airport with Warszawa Zachodnia, Centralna, Śródmieście, and Wschodnia, and the run into the center is usually around 20 to 25 minutes. If your hotel is better placed for surface transport, Bus 175 is the main route toward the center and the Old Town area, while 148 and 188 are useful for the east side of the city, including parts of Praga. If you land late, remember N32, the airport night bus to the center. For tickets, the practical numbers are simple: 3 zloty and 40 groszy for 20 minutes, 4 zloty and 40 groszy for 75 minutes, and 15 zloty for a 24-hour Zone 1 pass. If you want a car instead, the straightforward choices are the terminal rank, LA Taxi, Uber, or Bolt. A licensed ride into the center is usually about 50 Polish zlotys. Modlin needs a little more planning. It sits around 35 kilometers northwest of Warsaw and is used heavily by low-cost flights. The standard value route is the airport shuttle to Modlin railway station, then a Koleje Mazowieckie train into Warsaw. Think of the whole trip as roughly 1 hour 15 minutes from airport to central Warsaw, with the airport shuttle timed to the train departures. If you want the simpler direct road option, Kontbus runs express coaches to the Marriott stop beside Warszawa Centralna, usually around 45 minutes in lighter traffic, and Flixbus also serves the airport. If you choose a car, Taxi Modlin is the dedicated airport taxi, and a transfer into Warsaw is far more expensive than from Chopin, usually somewhere around 100 to 250 Polish zlotys, depending on the district. Warsaw keeps ticketing simpler than many capitals because the same city ticket system covers metro, trams, buses, and SKM, so you are not buying a different fare for each means of transport. For most visitors, Zone 1 is enough. The key prices are 3 zloty and 40 groszy for 20 minutes, 4 zloty and 40 groszy for 75 minutes, 7 zloty for 90 minutes, 15 zloty for 24 hours in Zone 1, 36 zloty for 72 hours in Zone 1, and 24 zloty for the weekend ticket. You can buy tickets from machines at stations, near major stops, and on many vehicles, or electronically on your phone. If you use a mobile ticket, activate it by scanning the QR code inside a bus or tram, or before the metro gates. If you buy from a machine inside the vehicle, that ticket is already validated at the moment of purchase. So the practical point is simple: one unified system, the same pricing logic across the network, and easy transfers as long as your ticket is still valid. Now the fastest part of the system, the metro. Warsaw has only 2 lines, and that is exactly why it is easy for first-time visitors. M1 runs north to south. M2 runs east to west. The station to remember is Świętokrzyska, where the 2 lines meet. If you need to cross Warsaw quickly or avoid road traffic altogether, Metro is the cleanest choice. On weekdays, it usually runs until around midnight, and on Friday and Saturday nights, it extends to about 3 a.m. The same city tickets apply here, so there is no separate Metro fare to think about. The practical habit is simple. Check the terminal station name on the platform so you know the direction instantly, validate before the gates, and use the Metro for speed rather than door-to-door precision. For central Warsaw, trams are often the most pleasant way to move. They keep you above ground, let you stay visually oriented, and on many stretches they run on dedicated tracks, which helps them avoid part of the traffic. Because Warsaw uses one ticketing system, the fares are the same as metro and buses, so they are easy to combine in one journey. Buses matter even more than many visitors expect, because they fill every gap the metro leaves behind. They are essential for airport links, hotel-to-site transfers, neighborhoods away from rail lines, and late-night returns. One especially useful route is Bus 180, which passes many major sites and follows much of the royal route toward Wilanów. The full run is about 60 to 70 minutes. At night, watch for bus numbers starting with N. Those night buses take over the main corridors after regular service drops, and they run roughly from 11:15 p.m. to 4:45 a.m. If you want the least friction possible, use licensed taxis or the main ride-hailing apps. At Chopin, the safe normal choices are the terminal rank, LA Taxi, Uber, and Bolt, and a center transfer is commonly about 50 Polish zlotys. At Warsaw Centralna, the licensed taxi stand is on Emilii Plater Street. At Modlin, the dedicated airport taxi is Taxi Modlin, and because the airport is much farther out, the fare rises fast. One rule matters at both airports and stations: never follow random drivers inside arrivals. If you want a car, use the marked rank or book through the app. So here is the simple Warsaw formula. Chopin Airport. Train first, bus second. Taxi only if you are late, tired, or carrying heavy luggage. Modlin Airport. Shuttle plus train if you want better value. Direct coach if you want a simpler one-seat trip. Taxi only if time matters more than price. Inside the city, use metro for speed, trams for central movement, and buses for coverage and night travel. Buy the ticket that matches your day, validate immediately, and do not try to memorize the whole network. Just use the chapter that matches the problem you actually need to solve. The links in the description tab are grouped by transport type, so you can open only the one you need before the trip. If this helped you plan Warsaw, subscribe to Bestravelvideo for more Warsaw videos. And if you prefer silent, natural sound walks, you can also find our ambient tours on City Walk Travels. You'll also find affiliate links in the description. Using them supports the channel at no extra cost to you. Thanks for watching.